There's no escape, Joker. I will find you. Alright, where are we at?
That's
Come on. Take him out. Dang it, man. Died within a minute. That's sad.
Hey, someone help Bad Baby up off the floor.
Yes, please help me. I'm doing terribly. Come on.
Oh God! It's the bat! I lost him! Oh God! I found someone over here! What happened to you? What are you doing? What's going on? Shut up and keep looking! Leave him here!
Get this cover off so I can get some cover.
Wait up! I'll watch your back! Control room's empty! Control room's empty!
Get all these covers off so it makes it easier to
Hope
get
he never
into
said
that.
anything about Cage when he yanked me out of Black Game.
Apparently.
Why?
You heard the boy! I found someone!
Damn, it's too close.
What do we do now?
Come on, come on. Alright. Let's see.
Bats, hey bats. I know you can hear. I want you to hurt these eyes. And nothing to me.
You got it.
Hate it down. Everything stinks all over me and Batman.
Come on, buddy. Come to the edge.
Are you blind? Look down on the ground.
Oh, I forgot they got
I
those
don't
damn
like
colors.
it. Don't like it.
You heard Joker. me. I'm looking out for me.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
That's nice of you, Joker.
Are they sure? Four of you down there. I said I wanted the cat stop. If no one listened, it's like you don't want to break the time that has to be hang over
Well, I thought about it, but it just didn't seem nice. Oh, you know what I could have did from the bottom? I could have pulled it down. Damn it. Alright, that was dumb of me. I didn't see that opportunity. Okay.
That's pump 3 disabled. Back up. I'm going to head back up to the surface and track down.
Get in touch if you need anything.
Sure. You know what? I'm gonna pull it down just for the hell of it. Can't believe I didn't think of that. Stupid. Uh-oh. Two guys waiting for me over there. Could be trouble. Pretty awesome though. Come on down. What do we got there? This is the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Whoops, wrong one.
The island changed little over the years. Its reputation was in tatters. I vowed to fix it. As the buildings were built, I saw the future. Bright, wonderful future.
That's all you got? I thought there was a bit of it. Alright, anything more in here? Nope. Alright, time to skedaddle. Let's go. If I remember correctly, there's an ambush.
I know you're down on that. Ruining my plans. Well, stay where you are. I'm sending down a token of my displeasure. Or should I look just let you just have me?
I'm waiting. Am I supposed to get closer? Oh, damn. I can't believe I missed that.
Okay, buddy.
Alright, let's get some combos in. Turn around. There we go. There we go. It's like driving a semi.
This'll hurt. This'll hurt.
Get smacked, boys. Damn it. Too close.
This'll hurt. You're gonna bleed out your
Damn it.
You want some of
Come on, come on. Oh my god, I'm missing everybody. Damn it.
Don't let him hit you, idiot!
Alright, nice. Oh, you had to kill that combo, didn't you? You too. He's okay. Get! Come on. You bastard. I got 35 combo, that's alright. Pull this down. Probably a way up.
New brick, metal and paint, covered old wound. Fresh blood was injected into the body. Bright new minds came, and all swore to uphold our promises. We all knew we were
Break this
the
down.
ones to fix the city, and the city would thank us.
Okay, so what do I do here? it. Okay, so I can do that once I'm up there. But how do I get up there? Okay. Oh, this thing's breakable. Ooh, that guy's so dead. He was just knocked out before. He's so dead now. Alright, away out. Nice.
Ivy's getting strong. I need to stop her now.
I think she's still in the gardens where you left her, but she'll be in control of it now. You'll be walking into a trap.
That's what she thinks.
And I'm Batman. She's not now. Where'd the pink go? Oh, he's behind me.
This island belongs to me now.
Sure it does. Ah, taking shape. Good job. Whoever's making this. That doesn't sound good. The heck was that? Ah. Some guy over here with a gun. You're not paying attention to all these plants, bro? What's going on? Another hostile, unarmed. Where are you? There he is. Right where I was planning on going next. Enjoy your fish sandwich. Yeah, I can go pretty damn far with this thing. Sup, Smoke? I'm doing alright. I started a late day, man. I woke up hella late. This must be Zad's work. Zaz. Yeah, I'm doing good. Just trying to protect people from corrupt cop. Dang, man, you're on the prowl, aren't you? Oh, with the camera, of course. Okay. Still, you're putting in the work, man. It's commendable. Do you have like a police scanner? Are you doing the whole like vigilante thing where you're listening in on calls, things of that sort? Actually need that? Yeah, that would probably be good, man. You can listen in on calls as they happen. If they're in your your general area, you can head over. I mean, yeah, that would be the idea, like some type of Punisher type thing. Catch them in the act. I mean, just the camera on them alone would dissuade them from doing anything too crazy. Oh, you got the Punisher shirt? Yeah. Now you need the right camera. Punisher themed camera. Okay, what is in here? What am I missing? Gotta be something in here. Yeah, what is the point of this? I don't understand. What's in here? How did I pull it down?
What do you call the detective who is only halfway to the end? Loser?
Huh? Yeah, Batman is very genius level intelligence. Okay, there's something to the right of me. What could that be, though? Nothing below. Yeah, he knows how to beat them. Because he studies them. A lot of genius is really just common sense. Being able to recognize common sense. A lot of people are not able to do that. Well, things that we wouldn't perceive as dumb. I'm sure he would think as some of the things he's dumb as, like, kind of dumb.
What do you think you can do, Batman? I am everywhere. My babies know your every move. You and your kind are arrogant enough to think you can destroy us.
Well, it's only natural. Damn, there's a bunch of them in the last section I didn't get.
You will fail, and we will become the most powerful force on the planet.
Sure, Ivy.
You will pay, Batman, for hurting my babies.
Sure.
Ever stop going on about those plans of hers?
When
I agree
I
with
finish
Joker.
with Batman, I'll be coming after you. Joker.
Oh, that's gratitude. With presents, their little chemicals, nice costumes, and they still turn on you. Well, lucky. I got an army, a city by come and find me when you're done with that thing.
Can you say a bag of weed? Did I hear that right?
It's rude to keep a girl waiting back.
But you have to remember with Batman and Wolverine and Sabretooth, that he doesn't have to like shit. That Batman doesn't have to like kill them. He can just knock them out. Because Wolverine is subject to like being knocked out. Gonna have to go around. Swear, man, if this freaking plant gets me shot. Ah, I discovered something new. Nice. Yeah, he could regenerate, definitely. But the fight would essentially be over, because Wolverine, without his claws, can't break through much. Batman could just, like, tie him up.
My family's killer stood in front of me. Years of therapy have deemed him sane. I was proud to see him walk free. In exchange for his liberty, the state required only a signature. He talked about wanting to walk in a park, how he longed to feel fresh air on his face. And then he took my father's fountain pen and killed my secretary. As he was subdued, he screamed out, pleading for forgiveness, for pity. But I had none. I watched as guards beat him to a stain on the floor.
I feel like Spider-Man could do it. Spider-Man could do it. Like, any real hero could take Batman on, in essence. If they catch him off guard or something else, they can take him on. But at the same token, Batman could take on any one of them as well, if he had enough time to prep.
Take patient interview 17. Joker remains
Or Darth Vader. Yeah, Darth Vader.
I believe he enjoys his persona.
What's up, Doc?
Today I thought we'd try something different.
You make me I have a girl.
After came down, I know. I saw what happened.
What can I say?
Anyway, we need to talk talk about your child.
Ever heard of romance, darling? I don't give up the goods for free. You'll have to try hard.
What do you hide?
That's my bad, Doc. Well, I won't have you wrapped in plastic and left in a gutter.
Alright, no more Riddler stuff in this area. It's good. Alright, let's go take down Ivy. Her damn plants are annoying me.
So you're here at last. Do you like what I've done with the plants? My babies are growing back. Come and see.
That kind of reminds me of Game of Thrones. With, I forget his name. Oh, this poor bastard. Well, Wolverine is driven by his impulses, so I think he would be like, I think he would fall for Ivy. I don't think he'd be able
Are you
to
hungry,
like,
my
do much
poor
against
baby?
Poison Ivy.
Eat and grow strong. Stop!
No.
They've got nothing to you!
He could definitely be an asshole. That's definite.
I'll kill you for that, Batman!
I don't even know if I'm going the right way. Am I going the right way? Yes, I am.
Are you ready for me? Do you think you can handle me?
Don't always say this shit. You can't handle a woman with this big,
I'm
whatever, big
waiting.
booty or whatever. It's like,
Come
yeah,
to
we
me.
can. It's such BS.
Every chance you kill Batman just makes me angrier.
Good, the sex will be that much better. Can't wait for it.
I'm
Angry sex is
just
kind of like crazy
here,
sex. They're
waiting
both
for you.
off the wall amazing. Well, I don't think he can just get a suit anywhere. More of Ivy's. What is it? There we go.
I've got myself a little security Batman.
Ooh, right across the face. That had to suck. Yeah, a lot of people criticize Batman for not having a face cover right here, like some type of filter, like Bane. Which I can kind of agree with. It's like, why wouldn't you have that? Like, knowing the villains he comes across, Joker, Ivy, who else uses poison? of some kind. Scarecrow, you know, he has quite a bit of villains that focus on, you know, hallucinogens and, you know, him ingesting something through the air. So it would make sense for Batman to have some type of filter. But I think they would probably be too easy for him if he did something like that. The comics wouldn't be as entertaining. Or maybe they're just lazy writers. I feel that Batman should make a taser gun for himself so he can shoot the bad guys and taser them. He does have something like that, but he likes batarangs more. Like, every time I've seen Batman use a taser, it's usually something he throws. He doesn't like projectiles, from my understanding, unless it's like a grapple gun or something. Looked like they spanked his hand like a teacher would do to
I told
an
you
unruly
to put
student.
yourself.
Bad Batman.
I was a fool. Thought the plans were in pain. Now I realize they were involved. Growing strong.
Anybody got weed be gone?
Gotham will be mine. My plans will tear you and your precious Gotham to shreds. Caught like a bat in a trap.
I knew that was a bad idea as soon as I did it.
I'll choke the life out.
I'm sucking at this.
Stop!
Yeah, that's true.
He's trying to hurt me. You cannot beat Mother Nature, but she can.
Come on, B.
I need help here, boys.
Damn it. Come on.
Feeling the pressure.
I was just at the edge of that. Damn it. Oh, it doesn't affect him? That's cool.
Save me from
Alright. Final freaking lead. Jeez. Yeah, he is a bit insane. For the things that he does. Definitely. I think all the villains were a little afraid of Batman. You know what they're scared of? The villains? They're scared of Batman going bad, because if he ever did go bad, they'd be so sad.
No, it's been a long, hard night. Good news. Parties to start. We've got something.
Okay, what can I do? Verdict takedown, take a panda. Let's do explosion, Joe. And charge it. Okay.
So get your ass over to the Zelle rock, or you'll miss your final surprise.
Should I just go to the party? Or should I, like, solve some more Riddler stuff? What do you think? If Batman was... Alright, everybody in the chat right now. I got 4 people in here. Should I go to the party or should I do some Riddler stuff? Nope. Nothing? Alright. Hate those little shits. Riddler? Alright. Riddler stuff. Let's see what we got around here. Okay, we got 2 to my right. Oh, you little bastard! I didn't even see him there. There it is.
There is no way you were doing this alone. I'm telling you.
Riddler, you're looking foolish, buddy. But yeah, the Riddler's not that smart. No. He's more... Well, he kind of said it all in his first interview tape that he cheats a lot. He cheats a lot. There it is. I didn't. Oh, here's the other one. There we go. Nice, got another upgrade. Get that off. Got one more. Oh, there it is.
Spring was a turning point, a new beginning, a glorious realization of my true destiny. My family's killer perished in an unfortunate accident. These animals cannot be cured. Like dogs, they only respond to discipline. And if that failed, then I was afraid that the accidents have to continue.
So he killed killed the guy. It's dark. Dark but necessary. Okay. So there's still trophies in these buildings. Let's get them. Oh, and tapes.
Station interview 44. Yet another interview with Edward Enigma. Make up my mind. Whichever one he is. Hesitating and exhausting.
Hello, Miss Young. Look tired. Anything? My help.
God bless you, Edward. Here to help you. We all are.
Forgive my arrogance, Doctor.
Why your bullies were scared of me because I was crazy. That would definitely do it, man.
Let's look at it a different way. Throughout your career, you have specialized in bizarre traps and convoluted clues that more often than not result in the death of the unfortunate participant.
And if the citizens of Gotham were smarter, my games would be merely an amusing diversion.
Instead of death traps.
Thanking should be thanking me. Eating out the useless. But don't worry. I'm sure you would survive. One
took a walk around my island. I passed by the penitentiary.
Yeah, there was a funny thing of
losses.
videos recently to where a guy, or it wasn't recent, but
I looked
I
out
remember
over
seeing
the
a video of a
Gulf.
guy that was like, you know, talking
In the
shit to
distance,
people in
I
the
saw
random
lights.
park or
No
walkway
doubt
where people were
boats
going,
bringing more
like near
filthy degenerates to
a
my
mall or something like that, and he's
I
talking shit to
swore
guys, like
again
pretty much egging them
to
on to fight.
protect her
And then
from this
when he finally
darkness.
got them riled up enough to come after him, he goes, "All right, you want to fight? You want to fight?" And then he drops his drawers to his underwear, and he's like, "Let's do it." And he's like wearing like a thong, and all the guys just like, I ain't dealing with this shit, and they run away.
It's the Enigma Show! Enigma Show!
I argued with the latest group of young, eager doctors. They bored me. Theories, ideas, proving that they had no theories on how to cure animals. Only one shared my vision. I offered her the chance to explore her dream. She accepted. We'll make a good team.
Wonder who he's talking about. Maybe Dr. Young, woman that's experimenting on Bane, I would assume. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the wrong area. Up top? What am I missing? Oh, I think I know what I'm missing. Yep, there it is. You kidding me?
What? You found that one too? You found that one too? Preposterous! Preposterous!
Looks like the type of guy that will break you. Physically and mentally, yes. He could break you both ways. What do you think about Scarecrow? Scarecrow, he's dangerous to be sure. Just for his talking alone. I don't think his the way that he talks is scary at all. I don't think he could convince somebody of anything, like break anybody mentally. He needs his toxin in order to be intimidating. Other than that, I don't think he's very intimidating at all. The Joker, I think he could do pretty much what Batman does. He can intimidate you both mentally and physically. Like, he has ways of doing both. All his party gags, his explosions, and all that stuff. Yeah, he can do both. That's why he's such a formidable opponent to Batman.
Welcome, Arkham Asylum. Our staff are here to help you. When Amadeus Arkham built this fine institution, you would have believed it could be the premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center it has become. Everyone knows the story. So-called super criminals who've been treated. That is only half the story. Our low security wings offer normal but troubled individuals a safe.
Is the Joker smart? Very. He's very smart. I would say he's like borderline genius intelligence. He knows how to manipulate people very effectively.
The Gotham police dragged a new patient to the island. They said he was responsible for the disappearance of hundreds of the city's vagrants. As I looked at his disgusting body, all scales and teeth, my mind ran free, dreaming of delicious punishments to break.
Yeah, he only has a cameo spot.
Doctors gathered around, poking it, examining. But only I knew what would cure him once and for all.
That is only half. Our low security wings offer normal but troubled individuals a safe haven.
So Amadeus Arkham took the whole Zaz approach. He just wanted everybody dead.
Or at www.arkham.com. Our website contains need to know about our facility, how we can help you. Children know that the children's area.
Yeah, the guy that well, he was the founder of the Asylum. He's dead now, but
I diddle diddle. That one was hidden so well it was almost invisible.
okay, in the corner. What am I looking at? Oh, I see what it is. Hush. I actually like the Hush storyline. I don't know if anybody else does, but it was more of a like murder mystery type of Batman arc. I really liked it a lot.
You would have believed it could be the premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center. Everyone knows the stories of the various so-called super criminals who've been treated here, but that is only half the story. Our low security wings offer normal but
Well, at least these people did, like I said, and they barricaded themselves inside. It's a shitty barricade, but it's something.
Diddle diddle diddle, answer my riddle.
Here's one. I'm guessing it's this newspaper. Yep. The good cops get fired for doing their job. Yeah, man, it's all a political game, really. It's always the good ones that go first. Okay, I gotta go in the elevator.
Arkham Asylum are here to help you. When Amadeus Arkham built this fine institution, you would have believed it could be the premier psychiatric evaluation and rehabilitation center it has become. Everyone knows the stories of the various so-called super criminals who've been treated.
Going the wrong way.
But that is only half the story. Our low security, normal but troubled individuals, a safe haven for recovery. An extensive breakdown of our costs and healthcare.
Oh no, how the hell did I get back down? Forgot. No, that was just a way into the room. There's gotta be another way to get downstairs. Yeah, I think I might have found it. I remember meet some because sometimes I go to school and they will be cool and then they give a second chance and I always stayed at home. I don't understand. Yeah. Oh, the Joker fan club. Are you serious?
I pity you trying to defeat my challengers.
There we go. Of course, it's locked. Get this off the wall. Oh, okay, so then that school initiative that if you miss so many days, then they come to your house to go and see what's wrong, that type of thing.
Let's discuss your obsession with Batman.
Hardly an obsession, young. I simply feel an obligation to expose him.
You know who he is?
More important. I know what.
What do you mean?
It's obvious. The man's weapon, the scare tactic. He's a criminal. No different than Joker and different Two-Face. Or myself.
Most people consider him a hero.
Most people are idiots. Can't see Batman for the villain he is. Riddle me this. How did he get his car? His gadgets? With money stolen from the criminals he defeats. Why does Gordon turn a blind eye to his antics? Batman bribes him. Answers are right. Fuck up your stupid, gawking face.
Riddler's freaking jealous, man. That's hilarious.
No one. That's so much. Batman is as vile as they come. Security! Security! Security!
So what you just heard right now was projection. So a lot of people do that in the real world. They project on their insecurities and their fears onto other people. So most of the time you'll hear projection when somebody is doing something to people. They'll blame them for it. Like, let's take a couple and the guy's cheating on the girl. He'll become paranoid and then start blaming the girl or start accusing the girl of cheating on him. It happens a lot with people that are feeling guilty. Oops, wrong way. I don't know about that part, about taking the bully side. I think that's more manipulation by the bully himself. But if the bully is telling the principal that you were picking on him, then yeah, that would be the same thing. Oh, here it is.
This is my final
Final interview tape.
as far as I can. No longer tolerate tantrums. Will be transferred to Dr. Whistler's care as of next week.
Good morning, Doctor. How are you today?
Fine, thank you. In a good mood.
I'm always in rare spirits when I'm about to be released.
You know you don't come up for parole for another good role.
First thing I'll do, have dinner at an Italian place on 19th.
Seriously, Edward.
I only hope Joker hasn't completely trashed us. Oh well, I'm sure I'll find out soon enough.
Wait. Contact with the He escaped Arkham weeks.
And yet.
What?
Oh, something
Oh,
about a
geez, breaking
surprise
up.
party for Batman. I forget the rest. Oh, Joker. Yeah.
Edward, know anything you forgot to tell me? Lives could be at stake. What did Joker say?
Forget Doctor. I'm the one who asks the riddles.
You bullies are not smart. Well, they're good at manipulation. They're smart in that sense. Especially the ones that they're all projection. They're smart in that sense. They're able to. Well, if you're talking about the most like common of bullies, then yeah, they're not very smart at all. All they're basically doing is creating trauma that somebody created onto them. So they just continue the cycle of abuse. Okay. Did I get everything down here? Yeah, I think I did. Huh. Alright, we out. Ditch this taco stand. People like to say there's a cycle of revenge that keeps on going back and forth. Yeah, definitely there's a cycle of revenge. There's a great speech by, if you look at anime, there's a great speech by a character called Pain from Naruto. And basically saying that if you want to get revenge by somebody and you label it as justice, and most justice takes the form of, violence or vengeance, like Batman would say. So if you tend to call vengeance justice, then that justice will only breed further justice, which is vengeance. And the cycle will never end because somebody's always feeling that they've been, something wrong has been done to them. And so they will always retaliate further and further and further and further, which will just perpetuate more chaos. Okay, there's a bunch I missed in that mansion. Let's check it out. Let's go find these Riddler trophies. Let's go. Okay, nothing in the ground, but there's something in the mansion. Go to sleep.
I pity you trying to defeat my challenges.
I thought I already got this. Come on, focus, buddy. Too far away, that type of thing, not in the right position. It's gotta be. If you ever played Red Dead Redemption 2, there's a character called Arthur Morgan. He says Revenge is the Fool's Game. Yeah, I played that game. I like that game a lot, even though it's very tedious and the stuff it has you do. I like it a lot. It's probably the most realistic game I've ever come across in terms of the mechanics. I don't even remember that. I never finished the game too. I never finished it. I got up to, I think the third house I think that they were in, because at first they went to First they were in the mountains, then they came down to that horseshoe, little plateau area, and then they moved on to kind of like near the river, and then they moved on to like an abandoned mansion, rundown mansion. That's where I had stopped, and I never continued it. I don't know why I stopped. It was such a good game. Nothing above me. Nothing on the sides. It's on the side of this. There we go. But the quote itself is true. I mean, like, well, only if you think of revenge as like in terms of violence. I think that's a fool's errand. But if you think of success as success itself, like Trump says this a lot, he says that the greatest revenge for anybody is success. Then I think that holds true. So if you chase success in response to revenge, then I think you're on the right track, because even if you get it and you feel that sense of, yeah, I stuck it to him, you're still better off because of it. Like, success with relationships, financial, what have you, maybe learning a skill or something, you're still better off for it.
Can you defeat a mind such as mine?
Alright, it's not up here. It's gotta be lower. It's probably this plaque. Few up ahead. Alright. Already got that one. Here's something. Kisame was your favorite character? You mean from Naruto? Is that what you mean?
Patient interview 9. Dr. Crane will read questions. Believe he is quite just.
Because if you ever played Assassin's Creed, there's a character called Izo. He found out that they're corrupt people, took his family, and they killed his family, and takes his revenge. Then he moves on. But I don't know, dude. Like, wasn't there like a... If I remember correctly, didn't Izo... Oh, no. You're talking about the, like... Was he the assassin, or was he, like, the ancestor of the assassin? I can't remember.
Because you were scared of dying alone. Have children. You have children because you're scared. Go to the doctor because the doctor is scared of dying. Do I need to go on? No. That will be all for today. Guards.
I haven't scanned this yet. There we go.
The beast was too strong.
Are you going to do
His
Riddler as
animal
well?
savagery nearly cost me my
Yeah.
life.
Do
I
you mean
took
like the
my
Riddler challenges?
frustrations
Yeah, that's
out
what
on
I'm
a
doing right now.
lone patient. His case notes suggested he was a paranoid schizophrenic. His plea, as I beat him to death, suggested much more. His confession were illuminating. My path was clear.
Yeah, whoever this guy is talking, he's kind of a psychopath. Alright. What do we have around here? There we go.
There's no shame in cheating. If you admit it, you cannot solve my challenges. I'm impressed. That was one of the more tactful. Sing one. Sing ones.
There's one more in here. Yep. I really can't blame Batman that thwarted that he wanted vengeance. Well, yeah, his parents were killed right in front of him, so yeah, I wouldn't blame him either. The Batman world, of course, yeah. Or in the real world, man. Like, can you really blame somebody for wanting to get back at somebody that killed their folks? I would understand it. I wouldn't, like, you know, I wouldn't support it, but I would understand it at least. Yeah, the true Joker in real life, I think if I were to think of a real life killer, that would have been Richard Ramirez, the Night Stalker. You ever, you know, read about him, look up on him? He was the true Joker of our time. Or the closest one to it, I would say. Yeah, definitely an opinion piece.
Today I have another interview with Craig. I'm saying I cannot forward to. I'm looking forward. Feeling anxious. Don't like to admit it. But getting to
They really think about Frank Castle, you can't really blame him. That's all he's got. Somebody's always gonna go after someone. Well, like when it comes to Frank Castle, he decided to devote himself to something. That was like his mission in life. Man. And so when you have a mission and you're dedicated to it, yeah, it's gonna be really hard to dissuade somebody from that. Same thing like Batman. Like Batman doesn't have to do any of this stuff. He's a billionaire. He can go and do whatever he wants. But he chooses this because it's his life's mission. Okay, what do we got here? Am I missing something?
I am Edward Nigma, the greatest detective.
Oh. Mr. Ras Al Ghul? Master manipulator. You manipulating me, man? Getting me to like you. How dare you? I'm not sending you no money, dude. I don't care how fine you are. No, I'm not manipulating. That's what they all say, man. That's what they all say. Every female that got me to buy them something. You charlatans. You didn't even show me no leg or nothing. How'd you do it? Go to my right. Is there a door down there? Oh, it's blockaded off. You only like blondes? Ah, prejudice, huh? You don't like brunettes? Every brunette is now saddened by that fact. Okay, into the hall to the left.
You like riddles, Batman?
There you
Batman?
Brunettes can be dangerous. I would say blondes are crazy and brunettes are they're very clever, I would say. Like if they want to hurt you financially, probably more financially and psychologically, that would be a brunette. When it comes to blondes, they're just crazy. They'll scratch the shit out of you. I don't remember what was the hair color of that woman that found out her husband was cheating on her, and then she cut off his dick and threw it in the garbage disposal. Was that a brunette? If so, that would make a lot of sense. If you haven't heard of that story, look that one up. Damn it! Ooh, that was close. Okay, well, what is in here that I should be looking at? Okay, I don't see any question marks. Must be a scan or something. Okay, I guess that was it. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. I'm not done yet. Yep, going the right way. I'm coming. Okay, to the right and left of the alcove. That's nothing. Let's put it there for whatever reason. Ah, here we go.
It's the Enigma Show! Enigma Show!
Every day I found the patient or distracting. Their insane muttering and constant twitching disgusted me. There was only one way to cure this evil. Only one way to purify the city. Ensure its. I needed to prepare myself. I needed to be ready.
There's the dot. There we go. Are you kidding me? There we go. My dog's falling asleep. Am I boring him? Just trying to get these Riddler 100% this game, I guess. It's a she? Oh. What kind of dog you got? Do you know the breed? Bulldog? Yeah. Bulldogs get a bad rap.
All over me! Don't do it! I can pull up enough gas into the break 100 lines. You know, Now. Arkham, it's not effective. Because it's not. I know. What was it like? Officer Cash. Formula to the air conditioning. Formula to the now. System failed. You failed. Again.
I've been working with Dr. Keller and antidote creating an toxins in your brain. How does that make you threatened, humiliated, scared?
Batman's kind of a troll, if I'm being honest. She snores. Yeah, dogs with those type of noses, they do tend to snore. It's kind of her, the shape of her nose, the snout. Here we go. Here's one I haven't busted yet.
Oh, you are definitely cheating.
Like you, Nigma. like you. Alright. Yep, clean the mansion out. Let's get out of here. Filipino women? Yeah, they're pretty cool. I've met a couple. They're pretty. The ones I met were okay looking. They weren't like very pretty or gorgeous, but they were cool. They had pretty good personalities. Yeah, nothing in the gardens. Well, intensive treatment. Oh damn, there's a gaggle load in your intensive treatment.
Can you defend me such as
These guys love just taking shots to the face. Pun intended. Yeah, there was one beautiful Filipino woman who was giving me a sad look. Remember the story I told you about? Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, based on what you told me, she was into it. Can't go on that way.
There's no shame in cheating. If you admit you cannot solve my challenges.
I don't remember the specifics of what you told me, but you were saying that it, what was it? That not only was she didn't like it because I think you didn't show up somewhere one day or something like that, or you stopped going to something, and ever since then she started like looking at you with like kind of a sad face. I think that was it. Because you got to remember, a girl's never going to take any interest in a guy, especially pertaining to his whereabouts, if she's not interested in him. You know what? Okay, there's nothing here. Well, that's only when she has your attention. When she has your attention already, and you're around her, and then she like she either tries to dangle like some type of temptation your way, then yeah, that would say that's definitely manipulation. But if she's more upset towards just like where you're going, then I would say that she's into you because, like, let's say a girl has a guy in the friend zone, and he's doing things for her because he's trying to gain her favor and then hopefully, trying to turn it sexual. If he were to just disappear one day, she would be concerned and try to coax him back into into the friend zone. But then like if she didn't really care about him, she would just be like, oh, okay, well, he dropped off. I don't care. I'm pursuing something else anyway. But if she's actually into a guy, she's really gonna be like, well, where are you going? How come you're not chasing me anymore? You're not giving me attention anymore. Like I want it. And it could be very well her own ego that's fueling it. Like, oh, like I love the attention you were giving me. Please give me more and more and more. But that still shows interest. You probably don't want that kind of interest though, because she's so self-centered. That's all she cares about. It's still something.
Can you defeat a mind such as mine? Such as mine?
Remember, she gave me an angry face and a sad face, and when I talked to her friend before that, she gave me an angry face. Yeah, when dealing with chicks, you just gotta know their motivations. Most women right now, I can tell you right now, most women, they crave attention. That's what they want. They want attention. That's the whole reason why they do their makeup and why they get fit into shape, because they want attention from men, not from other females, but from men. I remember I was in the friend group as she is the smile at me a lot. Yeah, that's what I said. She's interested, man. Because more than often or not, I would assume that because you were in the friend group, you weren't just focusing on her, you were focusing on all the other friends that you had. And she wanted that attention from you. Even if it was for selfish reasons, she still found you interesting enough to seek it.
My office?
And put them there. Why? Like flowers?
I think the guards would be interested to know you've been out of your cell.
We're going to tell. You already know.
How do you know I haven't already?
Oh, sweet. I like you. I really do. One name. We work it a bit and we get
Harley Quinn, like the clown. I know, I've heard it before.
It's a name that puts a smile on my face. It makes me think you're someone here I can relate to. Someone who might like to someone who I see here,
Really? Go on.
Not here, my dear. Two ears and eyes. And tonight, I'll be ready for you. He's crazy.
Oh, Batman?
No, Santa. Of course, Batman. Always Batman. I see his eyes. Spreads, stalkers, and dishonest. Thinks behind a frame. No masks for me. I have nothing to hide. I laugh at the cruel absurdity of the world. Batman is all fooled. You make a difference. You can actually make things better. And the joke of it is, they all believe it.
The police?
The police. The media. The frickin' junior rangers. Every last sack of walking in this urban cesspool. Batman knows we're all on the same funhouse slide into madness. Why won't he admit it? Up there in his belfry laughing at us. The real gag is the miserable liar is allowed to run free while I'm in here.
That's really incisive.
You understand, don't you? Know why I do what I have to do. No, Gotham's only real savior is me.
That's quite a interesting take on Batman from the Joker. Wait. Oh, I thought I saw something. If I remember correctly, there's something about halfway up. Here we go. Getting rid of these walls. They're blocking my view.
I had a sudden pang of conscience. I sought counsel from my priest on the choices I had made. I asked him if it was a sin to kill in order to save life. The holy man said all life was sacred, but a judgment would not be upon my soul if I acted to save another. I left the confessional with my soul uplifted, convinced more than ever I am doing a service not only to mankind, but to God as well.
How criminals would twist that if a priest told them you're doing God's work. Here's the thing, if a woman does not want attention, what does it mean if she doesn't want attention? She's not wearing makeup and all that? Well, this is the thing you gotta remember, man. Just because a woman, if she doesn't want attention, she's not in public view. Okay, she stays home if she doesn't want attention. She like isolates herself. And that is a woman's main commodity is attention. That's what she craves at all time. It's almost like breathing for a woman. So you come across a lot of girls that say something like this. They'll be like, I put on makeup for me. You know, I don't do it to attract men. I want to make myself look good. Well, if that's the case, that means that she's very narcissistic. She's very self-centered. And you probably don't want to associate yourself with her because all she's thinking about is me. And even that into itself is a lie because even if she is self-centered to where she's constantly glossing after herself, like, no person is an island unto themselves. We only get, joy and fulfillment from other people's perception of us. So if she doesn't want a perception from anybody but herself, then, why go out at all? There's no reason for it. She is seeking validation from everyone around her. go to the right. Oops, I missed one. Where are you? There we go. Oh, here we go.
I don't believe it. How did you work that one out?
Let's see, let me ask you something. When I said I was part of the friend group and you say something, they wanted attention and some sexual relationship towards you, something like that. Well, the sexuality thing is pretty apparent. Like, when a girl thinks you're super hot, she can't hide it. She will, like, that's what I'm talking about when it says a girl is really into you, that she breaks rules. She breaks rules for you. That's when you know it's a sexual relationship. Because no woman is going to break a rule for a guy she just thinks is funny. You know, a guy in the friend zone. She's going to create rules for that guy. But a guy that she wants to be sexually, interactive with, she's going to break rules for that dude. And I see it all the time. When a girl is really giddy around a guy because she sees him as super attractive, like, the guy can say the dumbest shit in the world in front of her and she will dismiss it. Like, you talk about, like, if you ever hear women talk about guys they think are super hot, and you say, oh, this guy does this, they will make excuses to explain it away. And it's because they're sexually attracted to that dude. They want to make babies with that guy. What do we got here? There it is.
I watched in silence as he brought in the woman. Her skin now a venomous green. The wanton creature no longer looked like a human being, much less a woman. The Bible says, suffer not a witch to live. Yet he once delivered this male atrocity. Once I have dealt with the monster, I think it will be time to see if green wood...
About 75% of my challenges.
Yeah, so then what makes a man dangerous and terrifying? The biggest telltale sign of a guy being terrifying is somebody that doesn't believe in God. If a man doesn't believe in God, he's truly terrifying, because the logical conclusion from somebody that doesn't believe in God is that life is meaningless and there's no morality. So if there's no morality, that means that everything is permissible. Killing, rape, incest, torture, everything's permissible because there's no morality, which means there's no good or bad. There's no consequence to your actions. It's just an indifferent universe that nobody cares. The universe doesn't care. The higher ups don't care. There's no God. There's no higher power. There's no, punishment for wrongdoing. So why not do it? That's the guy I'm most afraid of. in general. The guy that I would be most afraid of in the immediate, because that guy, like, I'm not so terrified that I'm going to shriek in terror if I find a guy that doesn't believe in God. If I find out that he's an atheist and then I find out he's very resentful, that's the guy I'm most afraid of. That's the guy I'm going to be like, I got my eye on you at all times because you might pop at any second. The guy that's very resentful towards life. I did this, I did that. I'm still not where I want to be. F life, F everyone else, F, the purity of life. And that's how you get a lot of school shooters. And, it always seemed weird to me when I before I understood, I always found it weird that there was even school shooting. Why go after kids? I mean, these kids did nothing to you. Why would you go after them? But then reading some of the Bible and then, the story of Cain and Abel, of the two brothers, I'll just do the short version if you're not aware. The story of Cain and Abel is basically two brothers, and they're both aware of God, and they sacrifice and then they do offerings to God. I think it was Abel is the one that he offered God through his work. So he did fine work, plowing the field, working every day and putting in a good day's work. Where in the instance of Abel, he wanted to gain God's favor by sacrifice, by slaughtering sheep, cow, pretty much any of the livestock that he had. Well, God favored Abel instead of Cain because Abel put in the actual work, physical work and sacrificing his energy, his time, all that stuff, where Abel presumably took the easy way out by just sacrificing something else rather than himself. And Cain became so upset at this over the sacrifice that he made that was not being rewarded that he ended up killing his brother to spite God. It wasn't that he hated his brother. He hated him a little bit because he was gaining God's favor, but he hated him in the sense to where he wanted to punish God. He was so resentful towards God. To spite him, he killed the thing that God loved. And so with all these, school shooters and stuff like that, they're thinking, well, life is meaningless. I've sacrificed. I'm not getting what I want, so no one else should get what they want. I hate God. I hate society. What is the purest form of society? What do we feel is most sacred? Children. Children are the future. Well, I don't have a future, so they shouldn't have one. And then you get school shooters. Ooh.
Actually, I don't want to know. So you ready to stop that? That once for all?
Of course I am. He needs to pay for what he's done to you.
Really, Quinn, you're such a sap.
Come on, boss. We've got ourselves a bat again.
Thumbs outputted. Say hello to your new and improved Harley Quinn.
need my help, Batman? Do you give up?
No. How can you tell if a woman cares about you? She sacrifices for you. And what I mean by sacrifice, I mean by things that she actually cares about. So, a woman will sacrifice her attention. So I said that's their biggest commodity. So if a woman puts the focus on you rather than herself, she cares about you. If she's willing to break her plans for you, like let's say she had a plan to go with her cousin somewhere, or plans to go on a trip, like a business trip or something like that, and you happen to make plans at the same time, or like you have like an event coming up for work or something that you're interested in, but she had plans to do something else and she follows you instead, she cares about you. Yep, can't go that way no more. Anything else here? Nope. Resources too. A woman will tend not to sacrifice her resources for a guy that she doesn't care about. So, and like money. If she like buys you a watch, or she buys you like a trip somewhere to like a bus, like a plane ticket or anything like that, or you know, trip to a resort or whatever, she cares about you. Because they sure as hell ain't gonna do that for a guy they're tolerating. What would a woman do if she sees a man that was in a deep depression? What would she do? Ooh. Well, in this instance, I would say that women have thresholds. They have like a timer. You see, a girl wants a guy that has it together and is a leader. Okay, so this is the hierarchy. You got to remember this hierarchy, okay? This is one of the main things that they don't tell a lot of guys. So you're getting inside scoop. These are the hierarchies. First, it's God. Then it's man. Then woman. Then child. Okay? That's the hierarchy. God, man, woman, and child. When a guy is into depression, he is no longer at the man stage. He reverts himself to a child, because now the woman has to come to his care and, you know, cater to him. Oh, you're depressed? Don't worry, baby. Okay, what do you want? Do you want some food? Do you want me to rub your back and stuff like that? Do you need this? You revert, not from the male stage, you revert that to a child. And see, what happens is that girls are not interested in children in a sexual way. And unfortunately, that's how we interact with each other with women. It's usually through sexuality. Now, not always, mind you, but for the most part, especially if you want to keep the relationship alive. So the more a man reverts himself to the status of a child, that's how she's going to see you that way. So if a guy gets depressed, you better get out of it pretty freaking fast, because every girl has tolerance levels. You know, there's a line that cannot be crossed, and usually that's measured in time. So if you're depressed for maybe a day or a week or something like that, most girls can get over that. You know, oh, he was depressed for about a week, but he came out of it and he's still the same great guy that I got with. But let's say, like, you know, a family member dies and he can't just get over it because maybe he truly loved that family member. Maybe he hasn't accepted the idea of death yet, and he's really struggling with it, and it just pretty much crushes his soul. I would say that that girl is like her timer already started. As soon as you show a sign of weakness, her timer started, and that fuse has been lit. It just depends on how long the fuse is before it blows up in the guy's face and she ends up leaving him. So girls will tolerate it for a time, and every girl is different depending on how long. But you never want it to go too far, because more than likely it's going to lead to resentment. You're going to be in that child status for too long, and then that's how she's going to see you that way. She's no longer going to see you as the man, but she's going to see you as a child. And now there's a vacuum. The guy's spot is now empty. She sees you as her kid. She's going to fill that spot with someone else. Maybe not by intentionally going out and seeking it, but you best believe if she's anywhere near decent looking, a guy's gonna have no problem coming in and offering himself to her. And because girls, for them, attention is sex is easy. She won't help you. No, she'll help you like a mother does to a child. But you got to remember, the more often she sees you as that child to where you need help, that's what she's gonna put you as her child. And now the male vacancy it's empty, and she's gonna fill it up either by her putting someone there or somebody coming and putting themselves there. And that's where you get a lot of women that cheat. Like, they don't leave relationships. They end up having a guy on the side just to fill that void, that male masculinity void. Okay, sweet. I got them all. Nice. And this is the thing, like I say a lot of this about women and how they act, and a lot of it is it makes them look really bad. It makes them look like they're shallow, it makes them look like they're not loyal, it makes them look like they're out for themselves. Well, you have to remember that they have to be, because they're the vulnerable sex. I mean, think about it this way. If men as a whole just decided, hey, I want women and I'm just going to take them, and every guy had that mentality, what could women really do to stop guys? They can't do anything. They're vulnerable to us because we're stronger, we're faster, and at the most extremes, we're smarter. And so they don't have much of a choice, especially for the large majority of them, but to concede to our will. And that's why in the dark ages, in the early ages, women were in the most extreme cases, sold off, married off to profitable men in order for their families to gain favor and to gain wealth, especially in times of empires and things of that sort. They had no choice. So I understand women, the need for them to think about themselves most of the time. But what's cool is that they have a mechanism within their head that if you're a respectable guy and you fill a lot of their needs, then there's no reason for them to think about themselves, because even in thinking about themselves solely, selfishly, they're better off catering to their guy that provides them such a lifestyle. Is it bad if a woman never had a father? Extremely bad. Extremely bad if a woman doesn't have a father. That's one of the huge red flags when it comes to females, if a girl never had a dad. The reason for that is because then she doesn't understand. She doesn't understand male. Oh, went the wrong way. She doesn't understand males as a whole, and so she doesn't understand how guys can lie in order to, like, you know, get sex and things of that sort, and they end up getting used and abused, and then they develop resentment towards men because of it. I mean, look at the whole feminist movement. That's a bunch of resentful old eggs and you know, used up women that, like, you know, got duped into, like, sleeping with a guy that didn't really care about them, and then they're taking it out on every other dude. And then on top of that, if a girl doesn't have a dad, is with a very, let's say the separation from the mom and the dad, or maybe the mom and the baby daddy wasn't very good, then that mother is very resentful towards the baby daddy, right? And she's constantly talking shit about the baby daddy, constantly putting him down, man ain't shit, and that gets passed on to the daughter. So now the daughter has an inherent bias towards men because of the single mom. And now it's like a really bad relationship if she were to get with any guy. Okay. Let me ask you something. If a woman was raised by her father and she never had a mother, what would that make her? Well, she'd be more of a tomboy, you know, to where she wouldn't know how to be too feminine. That's also a bad thing as well. That's like the same thing as a girl boss. You know that term, girl boss? If a girl is too masculine, no guy wants to date themselves. You know what I mean? So if a girl is masculine and a guy is masculine, well, there's no opposite there, because, you know, the old saying goes, opposites attract. But if there is no opposite, then there's no real attraction, except for the part of the sexual attraction. So all you're going to have is really as a sexual relationship. And everybody knows that sexual relationships, they fizzle out. They don't last forever. Okay, I got Botanical Gardens. I believe I got the mansion. Yeah, I got the mansion. Nothing else there. What about the medical facility? I think I got everything there too, yeah. I did. All that's left is the penitentiary. I believe that's right. There's probably underground stuff, but I can't see it. I'm sure I'm not done because let me go to
Can we just agree I'm cleverer than you?
I could be very... Okay, so I haven't found all of the one in Arkham North. So I'm in Arkham North right now. So to answer your question more succinctly, is that if a woman is raised by a father without a mother, it makes her very masculine, and no guy wants a masculine woman. It's basically him dating himself. He needs the opposite, and even women need the opposite. That's why a lot of females don't like the sensitive guy. They say that all the time. I wish a guy was more sensitive, more in touch with his feminine side. That's bullshit. That's a friend. That ends up becoming their friend. Not their boyfriend or their husband. That's their friend. Don't believe the lies, man. That's not what girls want. They don't want a pussy. They have one already. They don't need another one. Why is it that women get so surprised if they see a man that's attractive, that's really attractive? Oh, because most men are not like, you know, what girls deem as attractive, unfortunately. Like, I would say like 85% of guys are invisible to women. They totally disregard them. And you see it all the time, dude. I mean, just look at TikTok. You always see women saying, oh, there isn't good guys around. Like, you know, all I want is a guy that's going to make me laugh, you know, like tell me a joke, or, you know, that cares about family, and that, you know, that will treat me right and will respect me. Well, there's guys like that all over the place. There's plenty of guys she can find that will do that for her. What she's leaving out is that he's got to be 6 feet tall. He's got to have six-pack abs. He's got to have a 6-figure income. You know, he's got to smell good. He's got to look. His hair's got to look good. His fingernails can't be dirty. There's all these caveats they don't tell anybody because it would make them look shallow. But it's their preference. That's what they want. Like, you ask most women that are on dating apps, be like, okay, so like, what do you think about a guy that's like 5'5"? What about a guy that's 5'5"? They'll immediately disregard that dude. Immediately. Oh, I'm sorry, my limit is like 5'9" or 5'11", at least 6 foot. So all like, that's only like 15% of the total population of guys is that's 6 foot and above. That means they're eliminating 85% of dudes, and that was only one metric. One.
Take patient interview 20. Interesting. Project Titan is
A man that's a coward? Yeah.
Good afternoon. Today I thought I'd skip back to our previous conversation about your family.
A guy that's a coward, he immediately demotes himself to that of a child. Because children cower. Children are cowards. Because they can't do anything to, like, you know, their potential attackers. And that's what a child does. So they immediately think of that as a child.
What you are. What if I'm too scared? Hurts too much. Then I can help you.
Yeah, women despise cowards. As like a mate prospect, they despise cowards. Now, if they're like a social worker or something of that sort, then they would want to help a coward. But a woman cannot build a man. Remember that. Women cannot build men at all. And the reason for that is because women don't understand the realities for a man. The reality for men is completely different than realities for women. Men's lives are, I would say, 10 times harder than that of a woman. I mean, men are already seen as, you know, as predators in the world. You know, when they talk about dark alleyways, they're not afraid of a woman coming out and assaulting you. They're afraid of a man coming out and assaulting you. If a woman is walking alone at night, she's not afraid of a bunch of women coming out and, you know, having their way with her. They're afraid of men coming out and having their way with her. The perfect example of that is that whole stupid, brain teaser where they were talking about, okay, if you were alone in the woods, would you want to be confronted by a man or a bear? And a lot of dumb women nowadays would say they would rather have an interaction with a bear. Bears are extremely territorial. If you're in their territory and they have youngins around, they're going to slaughter you. But they have been so brainwashed into believing that men are evil and perpetrators of violence that a random guy is just going to come across you and he's going to take advantage of you. It's like, that's not modern society. If that was truly modern society, we would have way bigger problems on our hands. Not if it benefits them. But again, it depends on what you're talking about. Are you talking about a friend? Or are you talking about like a lover? Like a potential mate? A friend that snitches on somebody to, like, you know, snitches on somebody, they might not hate them, but they might think it's wrong, but they're more likely to throw it under the rug. But if it's a lover and they snitch on her or something like that, yeah, of course she's gonna get really angry. Or it's the opposite, I should say. If it's a lover, she's more likely willing to, like, you know, explain it away. But if it's a friend, then she's more likely to be like, well, that's wrong, I might not be friends with you afterwards.
Private notes of Dr. Young.
What will women think about a gangster?
Joker is also shown
Well, women like masculinity, and gangsters exude masculinity, at least perceived masculinity.
Yes, come in.
You'll hurt my feelings, Doc. Wait till you like that.
Sit down.
You sure?
We're fine.
Oh, yes. Well, you insist. I'm just outside, okay?
And women love rebels because they don't follow the rules, so they have more access to things than normal people, even if it's by force. And so they think in their heads that, hey, if he's willing to break the rules for himself, imagine if I was in favor with him, what would he do for me? So that's why they like gangsters. That's why they like rebels, because they create rules. Like they're not tameable. And a lot of girls are thinking, well, maybe I can tame him to break the rules for me. I mean, a perfect example from the game that we're playing right now, like the Joker and Harley Quinn. That's why she likes him, because he's a rebel. He's a rule breaker.
Sitting in the darkness outside of his cell, I watched the crazed twitching, listened to the disgusting words that came from his mouth. How can I let a dirty animal like this live? He, the cancer, I have sworn to protect the city from.
What am I missing? What am I missing? It's low. Where are you? What about vigilantes? Well, it's the same thing. Same thing. I mean, they break the rules. You know, even though that they're like breaking the rules to enforce the rules, they're still breaking it. And they have status. You got to remember too that status is key with women. If enough people think they, if enough people show you favor or that you're feared, the more they're gonna like it because it shows a level of status of a hierarchy. So that goes the same for vigilantes. Come on, man. Where's this last one I'm missing? Let's see. Now I see it, now you don't. Trophy. I'm not looking for the right spot. What am I missing? You know how Catwoman likes Batman because he's a vigilante? What would a female think about a vigilante in real life? What does a woman think if a man is scary? Well, it depends, like, really on the, like, the scary part of it that you're talking about. I mean, even serial killers like Richard Ramirez, he was like the closest to a Joker character that killed assumably randomly and just, you know, in very violent means. And, you know, Jeffrey Dahmer, Ted Bundy, Ed Gein, all these guys killed in very horrific ways. And they still had fangirls. At their trials, there were girls lining out outside, sending them love letters. I'm gonna go get those two in the corner, just so I know which one this is.
How are you doing this? How are you doing this?
It's on Batman, duh. Oh, it's actually in the cave. Okay. Take a look. I mean, what is the one of the ones the shows that women love the most is you know, Lifetime's like killers. Women love murder mysteries. Love it. Okay, I already scanned that. There's something around here I'm missing. There we are. Okay, so the two over here are Riddler trophies. That means there's only one left over there. So I'll know what I'm looking for. Yeah, what would a woman think about a bad man? Same thing, man. Same thing. Like if he has enough status, they'll like him. But if he's just like a run-of-the-mill like asshole, then no. Then they're not gonna pay any attention to him.
Now I see it. Now I see it. Don't. Now you don't. Now I see it. Now I see it.
Wait, was that a dot up there? Yep, there's definitely a dot there. I see it. You bastard. There we go. A crazy man? Well, if he's just batshit loony, then yeah, obviously they're not going to be into him because he doesn't offer anything to them. But it's all about perception, dude. Like, a lot of people think that the Joker's crazy, but yet Harley Quinn likes him. He has to still be functional, you know what I mean? Like, he still has to be able to accomplish things. If he has, like, Down syndrome, or if he has got schizophrenia, or to where, like, he can't function in normal society, or even to be able to accomplish things, then yeah, it's not going to work out. That's cool. That just means your dog has a good bond with you.
I am Edward Nigma, the world's greatest detective.
What? What do you mean? I didn't get the medical facility. In the caves, anything more? Those freaking teeth are gonna be the bane of my existence. In the penitentiary, I'm missing some. Whoa, it's showing I'm missing a lot in the botanical gardens. What the hell? Okay, west I'm good. I'm missing a lot in the east. Alright, gotta go back to the medical facility. How long have I been on? 2.5 hours? Alright, I'm gonna have to, like, end it here, man, before I go any further. What time is it? It's already gonna be 1. Holy shit. Yeah, I got some things to do before I go to bed. Alright, man. Nice talking to you again, Smoke. See you next time I'm on, which more than likely will be tomorrow. And have a good night. Get a good night's sleep with your dog there, and I'll see you next time, bro. Thanks for looking out.